What's going on, guys? I got a great video blog for you today. All about rest, man. Rest and recovery. Why? It's imperative, man, to your success. Another 25% for what you want to achieve. Meaning your cardio program, your lifting program, your nutritional program, and your rest program. All four of these equate to the success you need. It's imperative that you understand rest. Why? Because we don't grow in the gym, man. We grow outside of the gym with proper rest and proper nutrition. So I got 8 things here. 8 things. Oh, I grabbed the wrong notepad. No, I got this. Here it is. 8 things here. And every single one, man, is all for your rest and your recovery process. I mean, I got some awesome tips, advice, educational things right here that I wish I knew when I first started, man. So hopefully you guys don't have to go through the same mistakes I did. I want to get into it right now, and hopefully you guys love it. Let's begin, man. Rest and recovery. Number 1, I want to talk to you guys about the DOMS effect. What is the DOMS effect? Delay onset muscle soreness. So you guys got the actin and myosin filaments, right? And when you go to the gym, you rip them. And when you get out of the gym, you get proper rest and nutrition. What happens? They regrow and get bigger. That's called growth, guys. That's called growth. Now, people always ask me, am I going to have this DOMS effect, the soreness, forever? No, man. Or is that a sign that I did a good workout? No, it isn't. What you're looking for in the workout is a burn. The burn is telling you if you got a good workout or not. You don't need a soreness, the DOMS effect, for you to say, check, you did a good job. No, man. That will go away. Or when you shock up the system, you do a workout that you've never done before. You know, you're changing up your routine from a mass lift to a shaper lift, or a high reps to lower reps, or you're changing your machines up. You're shocking up. You're not doing the same workout always, and what happens? You get the DOMS effect, the soreness. That's what happens. Or you're doing a park workout, or you're doing a cardio muscle building type of workout. You're changing up your workout routine, and what happens? Or you're doing a kettlebell workout. What happens? Your body's not used to that, and it gets shocked up and says, oh man, okay, and it starts to rebuild, and while it's rebuilding, it's called the DOMS effect, delay onset muscle soreness, saying, okay, I'm gonna get stronger so we don't have to go through that again, man. But it's possible to always get it, but it's not your ideal thing to say, okay, did I get a good workout or not from the DOMS effect? No, man. It's usually 24 to 48 hours after your workout. So you won't feel it. So if you did chest today, tomorrow you're not going to feel chest. It's the day after that where you really feel it and it kicks in. And that's why when people who are new to the gym, what happens is I like to always prescribe for them to do a full body. So it hits them all at once. So then when they go to the workout, they're not doing chest, and then when they come to do back the next day, they need 2 days off because they can't even move, man. Because they're so new to the gym. So if you hit it all at once, the effect happens everywhere, and you can take 1 or 2 days off, and you can go and start doing your chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs for your lifting splits. Okay, that's your DOMS effect. Sleep, guys. The thing that you have to know about sleep is that you want to keep it the same. Meaning, if you're getting 6 hours of sleep, the ideal sleep you should be getting is 8 hours. That's what they say on paper, but that's not, that's not reality. Reality, some people only can get 5, some people only get 6. The thing about sleep, guys, you want to keep it the same. Meaning, if you're sleeping every day from 10 to 6 a.m., right? You always want to sleep at those times, keeping your body at that period sleeping. Why? Because you want to make sure your body knows when to recover. If you're sleeping at 12 and you're waking up at 4, and the next day you're sleeping at 10 and you're waking up at 6, or you're staying up till 4 a.m. and you're waking up at 7 a.m., your body's confused and it doesn't know when is the time when everything shuts off for you to recover, for you to sleep, and the repairing, the rebuilding process can occur. Sleeping is imperative for your growth, guys. When you're sleeping, your body is recovering during that period in the rest time. So the thing is about sleep, you want to keep it the same. And if that's 12 to 6, it's 12 to 6 every single day. And say if you're still tired, it's better for you to sleep in the middle of the day for an hour than to get your rhythm out of synchronization. So you're not going from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. or you're doing the 12 to 6. You're not always changing up. You always want to keep it the same. Try to find an hour where you're done for the day and put yourself to sleep, and always try to keep it the same, even on the weekends. This is where people really mess up, because it will mess up your workout throughout the whole week. Some people, they go out at night, at Friday nights, they party and they stay up till 4 and they have to get up at work at 8. And then, yeah, it won't affect them that day, but it's gonna mess up your workout routine for that week. It will catch up to you guys. So on the weekends, really pay attention to the times you go to sleep and the time you wake up. Make sure it's the same throughout the whole week. And then your body, it's going to be real cool. It's going to start to wake up at that time by itself. So sleep, guys. Make sure it's the same every single day. Number 3 on the list, I got cheat meals. Cheat meals, man. For the people who say you should never have cheat meals, these people are out of their mind. Out of their mind, man. Imagine doing the same workout every single time you go to the gym. Your body's not going to change, man. It knows what's doing it. It knows what it's going to expect next. You have to always change up your workouts, and you always have to change up your eating habits. And what do I mean by that? One time of the week, or for some people, 2 times of the week. And how do you know? Your body, guys, it speaks a language. When you go to the gym and you're feeling like, man, everything's just so heavy, or you have a headache, or your body is speaking to you. The faster you can learn that language, the faster you guys are going to get the results. So try to understand the language your body is speaking to you. Just like a baby, man. It's crying, and you're trying to figure out why it's crying. Maybe it's maybe it wants milk. Maybe its shoe is too tight. Maybe it's the mother knows the baby, knows the language of the baby, why it's crying. It's like, wow, how'd you know that? I see my sister all the time. She's like, the baby's crying, and I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. But she learned its language. It doesn't speak to you, it cries. Anyways, same thing for your body, guys. It's speaking to you. If you have a headache in the gym, if everything feels heavy, or you have a sore, or if you're bruised, or you have an ache, your energy levels are low, your energy levels are high, it's always speaking to you. The faster you can understand your body, and it's all through an educational process. You educate yourself, and you put the best knowledge you have at that moment, and you move forward, always taking action. And it's a trial and error thing, meaning you keep trying and you find out what works best for you. That's what it's about, guys, and it's fun. Your rest and your nutrition, these things are key to you. I'm trying to give you guys the blueprints, but everybody's gonna react different, because I'm at a different level than people, or you guys are beginners, so my body's gonna recover faster than you guys, or you guys get what I'm saying? Meaning, if it matters where you're at, and everybody is going to be different through the rest and recovery period, and the diet, the nutrition, the supplementation period. You have to understand its language, your body's language, and everybody is different. And I'm trying to give you guys the fundamental blueprints, and the most funnest thing, man, is you going out there and finding out the truth. I'm trying to give you guys the truth, so you guys don't have to, you guys can, get all this garbage out of its way. All this garbage that's being told to you out of your way, because they're making it harder than it is when it's not. It's just understanding the simple basics. Okay? Cheat meals, like I said, you could have them once a week, and it's not about having, from the morning to the night, eating 4,000, 5,000 calories that day. No, man, it's just about, getting a cheeseburger with fries, or something simple. Just one time. It's cheat meal, not cheat day. Just have one meal, and it's really a smart meal. Why? Because you're shocking up the system. It's keeping your metabolism high. When you eat clean the whole week, what happens is that your body gets in a state where it knows what's coming in, and it knows what to do. Like, for example, if your body, okay, if you're going to work, and your name is Mike. Mike pulls into the parking garage. What happens? oh, the security guard knows Mike. Hey, come on in, Mike. Come on in. But Mike, he always comes in at 6 a.m. Now he's coming in at 10 a.m. with a different car. You know, the parking garage security guard is going to say, yo, who is this? And it's just like your body, man. When you throw in something that doesn't see normally, it's going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And it shocks up the metabolism. You know? Hopefully that makes sense. But you have to put in something different than what and whenever you're eating, you're always eating to fuel the body, not to satisfy the appetite. But your cheat meal is there to satisfy the appetite too. So you guys can have that cheat meal once a week, and it might be for some people 2 times a week. Find out what your body says. You'll know, man. Listen to your body. Listen to its language, what it's telling you. But it's one time, and it's really smart to have one. It's not. You have to have one. You have to. So if the people are like, no, I'm not gonna have any cheat meals because I want my results to be forever growing. No, you're gonna hit a plateau if you do that. You want to have those cheat meals because you're shocking up your metabolism and you're keeping your metabolism always high. So you're not staying in 6th gear. Like if you're driving on the highway and you're not taking any rests, right? You're staying on 6th gear. This way, what happens is you pop back into 2nd gear, man, and you're just fired up. Your metabolism. You want to keep it fired up. Okay. The next one, number 4, your lifting splits. So what I do is I think this is like a gem, guys. Remember this. You got your lifting splits. You got chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs. That's what I do. And I found this to be the best method. Number 1, being your chest. When I work out my chest, I don't touch it all the way until back. I'm done with my back, my shoulders, arms, and my legs. After that, I go back right away to chest. The days I don't take a day off because when I go back to it, after these 4 days, that's when I go right away back to my chest. My days off are my catch-up periods because some days I don't know what's gonna come up, and that's my day off. That's my day off, guys. Therefore, my chest is getting 4 days off of the workout. And when it gets 4 days off, what happens? I can go back and revisit it. It takes about 48 to 72 hours for that body part to heal. So you got your chest, right? Your chest. And if you look at it, chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs. Chest is a push. Back is a pull. Shoulders is a push. And then arms is usually a pull. And your legs is a push for the majority part. Therefore, those muscles that are pushing are really getting a rest, and the muscles that are pulling are getting a rest the next day. And yes, your shoulders, when I do shoulders, chest is getting hit a little bit, and my arms when I'm doing triceps, also my chest is getting hit a little bit. But majority, when I'm doing my chest, I go in and I destroy like the major lifts. So I go do the heavy lifts, or I should say the mass lifts, from the bench press to the incline press to the decline press. Then I go into the shapers, going from the flies, the push-ups, get into the fine detail of the muscle after that. Same thing with your back. You're hitting the mass, then you go into the shaper. That's your ideal workout, right? Anyways, then you hit abs. I do abs every single day, by the way. So, I don't want to get off detail, off of the subject. So chest, and then I go to back, and then back gets another 4 days off, and I come and I revisit back. Shoulders, and then arms, I'll do like a bicep day or a tricep day only. Sometimes both just biceps and triceps together. Just follow the calendar. That's how I do it, guys. The rest for your workouts, like I'm saying, you need about 3 days to go revisit that body part. 3 to 4 days. You're 48 to 72 hours, but that's what's been working for me, and it's a gem, man. I loved it. I love it ever since I started doing that. That's your lifting splits. Chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs. Rice. Rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Now, what is RICE all about? It's an acronym, like I said. RICE. This is what you do when you feel like you have an injury. Because a lot of people, they call me and saying, man, my shoulder's really hurting. What should I do? My knee hurts, or you know, you have an ache somewhere, right? Well, first things first, you do you self-check yourself by following these acronyms. Rest that area. I don't mean rest by not going to the gym, that's it, and taking 2 weeks off of the gym. No. Rest 1 week from that body part. So say if you're doing shoulder, right? Like you have an injury in your shoulder area. You rest it. And what I mean, you still do shoulders, but you don't do, you self-check yourself. You can do this motion without any pain. You could do this motion. You could do rear flies, but it hurts when you move forward. Now that's the motion you don't do for that 1 week. That's what I mean by rest. And then what you do, for ice, after your workout, you put the ice. And what a real cool thing is, what I like to do is get a foam cup and fill it up with ice. And after my workout, I peel the foam cup and I massage the ice into my shoulder. Now that works great. Have a couple of those in your freezer. But before your workout, get some Band-Aid, man, or some BioFreeze or something to get the blood flowing in it. Before the heat is before the workout, to warm it all up, right? And then after the workout is the ice for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And massage it in, man. Don't get an ice bag, because I feel like it's only in certain areas the ice bag will hit it. But if you get the ice, man, and you just massage it for 15 minutes, it works great. I had like plantar fasciitis, and I used to ice it 3 times a day for 15 minutes. And I would roll it to get all of the blood flowing, all of the vitamins and the minerals moving. You don't want to rest and sit down all day on your couch and watch movies, man. You're going to stay injured longer. You're getting no blood circulation going through your body. You're better off walking or doing something to get the blood moving. When you get the blood moving, more circulation is happening. So after the ice comes the C, compression. Compressing it, guys. And then E, taping it up for the compression. And then E for elevation. You're getting the blood moving through your body. Getting new blood back in, blood out, getting the circulation, the vitamins and the minerals, everything moving. That's what you want. You do that for 1 week. But if past 1 week the pain is still there, you go and see a doctor, man. Why? Because if you're hurt and injury, man. And by the way, I have never went to the gym. Now I can't remember one time going to the Unbelievable, man. I was talking for the past 20 minutes and it turned off because the memory card was full. Anyways, I checked where I finished off. It said rice, man. I mean, not rice, but yeah, it was rice. I was talking about, I have never went to the gym. Last time I don't remember the last time I went to the gym and I didn't have an ache or a bruise or a mental thought of not really being there and wanting to be there. I always had something going on. I've never went to the gym one time where nothing was going on. That's called life, guys. Just like this picture. You see this picture? The wave. You can't control the wave, how big it's going to be, how small it's going to be. All you can do is ride the wave, guys. That's it. That's called life. You got to do the best you can. Okay? I believe I talked about compression, elevation. Elevation, getting everything through, all of the nutrients in and all the nutrients out. Days off in the gym. Days off in the gym is the next subject that I want to talk to you guys about. The days off in the gym. I only take 2 days off in the week off of the gym. And those are my catch-up days. And how it should look, by the way. What's important about understanding about the days off in the gym is that you got chest, right? Chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs. Chest. I don't revisit chest all the way until after 4 days. Meaning, you want to give your chest 4 days for it to recuperate after that workout. Same as your back, same as your shoulders, arms, and legs. It's imperative that you don't go back to your chest before that, because if you do, you're not giving it its full recovery period. And you're not letting it grow back 100%. Once again, you don't grow inside the gym, you grow outside of the gym. The chest, guys, the chest. Chest, after you hit chest, you want to give it about 48 to 72 hours for it to really recover. Yes, you do hit it with your shoulders, and yes, you do hit it a little bit with your arms when you're doing triceps, but it's not that much. Your chest workout should look like this, where you're hitting the mass in the beginning, and you're doing the mass lifts where you're doing you're hitting the main major lifts, which is, you know, your bench press, your incline press, and your decline press. And then you're going into doing the shredders, where you're doing the flies, and you're hitting the push-ups, and you're hitting all the lean, the second and the third tier of the muscles. Okay? Overtraining, number 7. Overtraining also correlates with the days off in the gym for rest. Meaning you don't want to overtrain. Overtraining is only when you're hitting a body part and you're not giving that body part its time to heal. When it recovers. So if I hit chest and after 48 hours I go in and hit my chest and it didn't recover completely, that's overtraining. Because your actin and myosin filaments, when they tear, that's what happens when you're in the gym. They tear, and if you don't go back, if it doesn't heal correctly and come back and get stronger, it's going to find the closest myofilaments and latch onto that. So what's happening? You're getting smaller in the gym, man. You don't want to do that. Meaning we're being students of the game, guys, always. We're giving it its full recovery period. We're giving it the best nutrition so it can recover and rebuild correctly and repair. Rest in between sets. Now this is imperative. Why? Because if you have a goal and if you don't know what you're doing in the rest in between the sets, you'll never get that goal. If you're trying to get size, guys, if you're trying to get size, your rest and you're trying to get mass and strength, your rest is going to be different from somebody who's trying to get cut and lean, or a girl who's trying to get a beach body. I'll go into both of them. Your rest, if you're trying to gain mass, size, and strength, is going to be more of a longer rest period. So say, for example, what I love to do is I'm doing a mass lift, and I'm doing in 4 increments. So I'm doing 4 sets of each body part. So say if I'm doing bench press, right? I'm doing bench press. I put on a quarter. I do as many as I can until failure. 2 minutes is my rest period. And then I go and I throw in another quarter on each side, and I go again. And I give myself another 2 minutes, and I throw another quarter on, and that'll be my 3rd set, right? My 3rd set. And I'll go to failure. And I throw in another quarter on my last set. What I do is I go to failure, drop the 2 quarters. Drop set. It's a whole entire drop set. Drop another 2 quarters. Go to failure. Boom. And then I have only 1 quarter on each side. Boom. So what you're doing is you're doing increments of weight after every single set. But you're giving yourself more rest. If you don't give yourself more rest, you cannot do the increments. You can't go up. Then if you're doing that, you're not giving you're not really doing a heavy lift. If you're going from you're not doing heavy enough increments. If you're doing less rest, and that's not a mass lift. So it's really giving yourself more rest period, and you're doing more increments. If you don't give yourself more rest period, you won't be able to do the more increments, which is going to give you the mass, the size, the strength that you're looking for. So that's one method, by the way. There's a 5x5 method. There's increments which are going up in weight, and you're increasing the weight, and the rest. I'm getting off subject. The rest for it, if you're trying to gain mass, is going to be longer during your sets. So you're doing 2 to 3 minutes during your set, and then in between sets, so you're going from decline bench to incline bench. From going from that machine to that machine, you're going to have about 4 to 5 minutes of rest. You're mentally attached to what you're doing, though. Huge difference between other people who are sitting there and talking, and they're trying to go after a goal of getting ripped and size. Compared to you know what you're doing. You want mass, you want size, you want strength. So what are you going to do? You're going to take longer rest periods, but you're mentally attached. Your mind and your body are attached to your goal. Huge difference, guys, compared to other people who are sitting there and talking throughout their workouts, and they don't know why they're taking longer rest periods when they're trying to get cut. That doesn't make sense. But you're taking longer rest periods while everybody's saying, man, this guy's taking long rest periods. What is he doing? He thinks he knows what he's doing or something. You know what you're doing because you're mentally attached to your goal, mentally and physically. Okay? But for girls, and guys who are trying to get, for girls, I mean, if you guys are trying to get a beach body, because that's the mass, what they want. They want that beach firm body. If you girls do my workouts and you follow what I'm about to say, you will get that beach body look. But it's all about, because girls, what they think is, oh, if I lift weights, I'm going to look like a man. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you girls have higher estrogen levels and lower testosterone levels. You girls are going to get female traits. But for the men, same for you. You're not going to look like a girl if you do this. You're going to get shredded. Everything's going to get ripped up. Why? Because you have higher levels of testosterone and lower levels of estrogen, therefore you're going to get male traits. It's obvious, man. Unless you see girls who are taking things that they're not supposed to be taking, and that's why they look like that. Meaning, you know, girls who look like men and they're lifting weights are taking something they're not supposed to be taking. But for the girls, for the guys also who are, you know, it hits them after they get off of what they're not supposed to be taking, they get all these traits of female. Because no longer do they have to produce the testosterone, because they were putting the testosterone in their body unnaturally. So, you know, they kind of deserve it because they did that on themselves. Or I hope now you guys, if you guys do your research, you wouldn't want to do that because you're really cutting your legs, man, in the future, in the long run. This whole transformation, it's a marathon, man. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. So for the girls who are trying to get lean in the beach body and the guys who are trying to get ripped and cut and shredded, your rest period is going to be different. Meaning, you're going to do 3 sets, and in those 3 sets, your reps are going to be high, 25 to 30 reps. You're not hitting failure. You're finding a burn, and you're sustaining the burn. Okay? Your rest from after you finish the 30 reps and you're going to do it again, that same workout is going to be 30 seconds. That's it. But if you hit failure, you're not going to be able to do that workout with 25 or 30 reps. You're finding a burn and you're sustaining the burn. It's all about the burn, guys. The burn. If you're trying to get cut and ripped. But if you're doing mass, it's about failure. But for the guys who are, and the girls who are trying to get, you know, lean, you're going to do lower weight, very low weight, where you're able to do that many reps. Higher reps and short rest intervals. So 30 seconds in that workout, and then it's 45 seconds moving from an incline to a decline, or you know, you're going from a fly to a press, whatever it is, whatever that superset is. If you're going from a superset to another superset, same thing, man. It's gonna be different. And also for people who are just trying to change up their workout, why not throw that in once in a week? But you still know your goal. You're just trying to change it up, to change your body and make it to give it more growth. And it's not that same monotonous, boring workout that you keep doing over and over again. You always want to change your workouts. Okay? That's everything, guys. I hope that makes sense. This is championmethod.com coming to you guys from Rest and Recovery video blog. Have a good one, man. And if you guys got more questions, email me. I would love to answer them in video blogs and dissect into. That was a quick recap on 8 important things. If you guys want me to dissect into one thing and go into it in detail, I will. I would love to. But if you guys, you know, and question what I say, by the way. I always say this. Question what I say, because if it's true, what I'm saying, it should be clear and concise and straight to the point. And it makes sense. That's how you know if something is true. But if something is false, it doesn't make sense. It's confusing. You have to question it even more. That's how you know if something's true or if something's false. If I tell you 2 plus 2 is 4, oh yeah. 2 plus 2 is 8. What? No, it isn't. No, it isn't, you know. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. It's 4. Okay, so what I'm saying is, and always go to try to find, and you know how you know where to look for these sources, guys? You go to authentic sources. When you go to authentic sources, you find the truth in it. You find the truth at authentic sources. You're not going to, you know, I don't know, some fat Joe. And by the way, certainty, man. I want to talk to you guys really quickly. I don't know. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys about certainty. A lot of people ask me how I'm so certain about what I'm doing, right? There's 3 levels of certainty. there's knowledge of certainty, then there's seeing certainty, and then there's truth certainty. Okay? Knowledge certainty is where you're doing research and now you're certain with your knowledge and what you're doing. You're mentally attached and physically attached to what you're doing. That's knowledge certainty. Also, there's seeing certainty, meaning you're looking at someone and you're saying, man, that guy got a nice physique. I'm certain he has a nice physique, right? And then there's truth certainty. What's truth certainty? Is where you see someone, where there's somebody who has a physique and he implemented knowledge together. So it's research that's tried together. 100%, that's truth certainty. That's the knowledge where you want to go. So you don't want to go to Fat Joe and ask him, hey Fat Joe, how do you get a six-pack? When he doesn't have truth certainty. He might have knowledge certainty. No, truth certainty is the final level. That's the level where you want to find out the real information. And that's where you're going to get the best information, guys. And I'm saying this because you want to find out the truth certainty in every realm. I'm talking about fitness. I'm talking about your mental aspect. Like for me, my mental aspect is my career. I'm not telling you to get certainty in engineering and electricity and construct whatever, you know what I mean? No. For me is my fitness realm. I need certainty in my fitness realm. So mentally, I need to be certain there. My spiritual, I need to be certain in what religion I'm following. And then also your physical certainty. So anyways, those three things, man. You guys always got to grow in those three areas. And you want to be the best at your mental, you're best at your spiritual, and you're best at your physical. So you're always progressing in life, guys. Anyways, this is championmethod.com. You guys have a good one.